back down. Okay, he's doing it. Nice. Do it again. Roll through an imprint. This will be the second time you've done. And pulse here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like nothing, feels like everything because the connection into her arms, you should be feeling all through here, which normally you would not feel abs there on a hip lift, right?
Yeah.
It's like doing crunches.
Yeah.
Literally while you're doing your bridge and your pulse. And opening up through the hip, squeezing the glutes, shutting off, hopefully, that psoas. Now, roll back down. Inhale before, exhale, roll back down. The breathing is the connection. Now, doing a nice reverse ab. Close the knees, feet, legs into tabletop. Stay here on the inhale. On the exhale, roll the knees right over the eyes, which she's going to continue. Good. Keep those knees bent a little bit. Continue pressing into the TRX, which is going to make you feel that deep core kind of all around the body. Good. How's that feel?
Good.
I've had the TRX and they are attaching to the tower. I just forgot about it. Took it out recently. You haven't done it at all here.
No.
Like these over the eyes. It's so much work. And then what you're gonna see, which I see, is like a little bit of shifting.
Yeah.
Okay, and like unevenness to the hips. So watch the she took a little bit more control on that next one to try and minimize the shifting of the hips there. Relax those shoulders, press and brace. You can also shorten the hands and put them here. It makes it a little bit easier because it's like you can pull yourself up. But for you, this is a good spot. We can make them longer if we needed to. Good. We might. The closer to the ground, I think the harder. Let's try lowering that a little. I know. Let's try lowering that down. I'm gonna lower it quite a bit where your hands are almost touching the ground. We'll see what happens. Should make sure they're even.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Do you feel the difference? So the lower her hands are, the less she's able to draw herself up. But there's so much tricep work. Bring your arms close to the body. Good. We're just in the warm up. I wouldn't warm up everybody like this. This is more of like an athletic warm up.
All right.
And one more. So I give you that, like, I think of yoga still with that cute Uddiyana belly where you drop in and upward on a belly. She was working so hard on that last one, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you can return your feet back down.
Ah.
We're also going to use the WX with the TRX. I'm going to make them back to short. You can flip over onto your belly. So I do WXs. It's just a reaching exercise, and that's to warm up the shoulders. So scooch back so you have enough room to, you don't have to do anything except for unload. Okay. So, make sure that's even. You're going to have your hands in your foot cradles.
Yeah.
Let go of that. Now, this is literally my favorite WX. I do this in every class. Watch when you go into your W. Have you ever felt a W with work that is completely unweighted so that you feel like you can really manipulate that shoulder girdle? Because if your arms are hovering off the ground, you're horizontal, and you're actually lifting the weight of the arms. I see a lot of people in class like driving up and like really unnaturally using the muscles here. Keep your body as low as you can. Do you feel the difference? So she was already unnaturally using this. Trying to extend, because like when we're on our stomach, we don't want to have our face in the mud, right? So we're like, where are we? And so we like jam our necks. Feel the difference? This is such good freedom. My favorite WX. You can also use a foam roller, a band, a yoga strap, nothing at all, right? Slide your hands on the floor. If you've got any shoulder injuries, do not take your hands off the floor. And reach, 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 reach. Stretch. Now I want you to go as straight as you can. I'm moving the ropes are real. Can you feel that? I mean, seriously, really upwardly lift that scapula just to get some length here in the lats, and then just relax it all back down. Good. We're going to push up onto all fours. I like this top on you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, separate the knees, feet, hip rocking. We're going to rock forward Then gently press the pubic bone to the mat. Lift the head gently, barely, barely, barely. I always want to see the tattoo, the necklace here. Go ahead and extend, stay there. Go all the way down. Go ahead and unnaturally take the neck. See how that, you can go there if you're like careful, but it's just a lot of people jam there because they don't know. And that's a difference. You go to full extension of the neck because you're really trying to stretch the neck muscles in the anterior portion, intervertebral neck flexors, and extend. But you gotta know you're doing it. A lot of people don't. They just jam the neck for no reason. Keep that neck nice and long. Think about Alexander technique, lifting the neck from the back of the skull, separating the space here. Child's pose all the way, go all the way into child's pose. Separate the hands, grab the outsides of the mat. We're on a higher dose, red light, infrared heat mat with 45 pounds of amethyst charcoal crystals. So she's warming up in infrared heat. And Cambridge put in, right? You were telling me about this infrared heat. Go to Cambridge. Join Cambridge. It sounds awesome. Pilates and yoga in the infrared heat. Roll out of it one vertebrae at a time. Like, that sounds amazing. So, same idea, except it's not all the way in the room. It's just right on her body. So you're here for the same principle. Lie down on your back. We're going to put this on one knee, then on the other. We're going to do a hip release.
It's so cute.
I have a client that's going to join Cambridge.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and because she lives there. And I was like, you have to go. Like, your Pilates classes are going to be amazing.
Yeah, and Laura and Kimberly teach there, and they're both wonderful. So the instructors are great too. So.
Perfect. We're bringing the legs on. And now we're hip width distance apart. You're going to laterally rotate your legs. Just let them splay out to the side on the outsides of the feet. Do the stretch at night. Slide the legs out on the mat. Just get that hip release. We're just going to do a couple of these. Now rotate the legs back to parallel like railroad tracks and drag it in. Good. We do it again. I do this stretch all the time at night. Slide it out. If you're tight, you can put pillows on either side of you and let your legs relax at a higher height. So if pillows were here stopping her from going any wider. You can see she has nice range of motion.
Wow, that's the first I've ever been told that.
Well, some people stop like in a very V-shaped position.
I think it's the
You're going over the
therapy
double.
stopping.
Yeah, we have got to get trained going. At least go the other
I've
direction.
got to go get ready to have physical therapist out for a week, so we'll go until next week. And I'm gonna get it. I'll probably do another massage until then, just to make sure I'm doing something, and go to the sauna.
Perfect.
I did a cold plunge yesterday. Did you see my post?
I saw you getting into something that looked like a wooden type of sauna barrel, and I wasn't sure what it was. Is
It's
that
a
a plunge?
Cold plunge,
Where?
yeah. At Sweat House in Assembly Room.
We will be tagging you, Sweat House.
Yeah.
How do you like that? I gotta try that.
Yeah. It's like
If you want to have me over there, Sweat House, I'm happy to have a review on my page. Stay right here. We're
It's
gonna
like 40.
bridge your hips, not hip roll anymore. We're gonna go and scooch down. I think you're gonna want a little more tension. Now we're about to do what she hates, which is bridge, stay,
Okay.
bridge, right? And then flex and lower, point and lift.
Yeah, I hate that.
First, bridge for 4. Good. Lower back down. Let's start to weave and exhale. I want to try that. I will probably not make it through the plunge. I do cold tub.
What
But no
temperature
ice.
do you put your tub?
I mean, I just put it on cold. I do not put I don't have a temperature.
Yeah, it's 45 degrees.
Oh my
Really
God,
cold.
yeah. But I do longer sets in less cold water.
Yeah.
So I'm in there longer. Now develop this leg in and up. Now I'm gonna make her inner thighs really stretchy.
Ah.
I know, this one's so hard. I put a mini ball here, flex and lower, point and lift. It holds her accountable for using her inner thigh. Yep. And you can put it wherever it's most comfortable. The bigger ball is a little harder if she does have a smaller ball ready to go. Like I'm always prepared, right? Oh, and it matches her outfit. Okay. Good. Flex and lower, point and lift. I did these at the class that I subbed for helpers already 2 weeks ago, was it a week ago or so, in person. I hadn't done them in so long personally. I was sore hamstring. We're going to try to finish that last one.
I'm gonna
She
keep
needed
losing this.
It's okay. We just pull it up, flex and lower, point and lift. Good. Now we stay here and we're going to pulse. We're going to try to bring this leg. She's truly switched it to holding it between your hamstring and the front of
Yeah.
the quad, right? Can you tell? drive this hip up right here into my finger. It's so hard, guys. And undevelop this leg, toe ball, heel back down. Get to 2 legs. And then watch, she's going to be a lot stronger in her middle. Here's the thing. I was sore 4 days. I was like, what the heck? All I did was demo a couple of exercises. I was sore in my inner thigh. I was sore in my hamstring. I was sore in my rib cage. It was nuts. Flex and lower, point and lift. A little stronger here, but it's also the second side. She had a little bit of a break. Flex and lower, point and lift. I love that feeling of almost losing the ball because one of my favorite things to do was balance, like back in the day. Head a little bit to the left. Yep, that's fine. She can recoil the ball. She is working with a harder ball. I think if it was smaller, it'd be easier. But the fact that it rolls down the leg, it makes sense. A ball is round, it's gonna roll. Let's hold the last one here, and we're gonna pulse. 2. It's crazy because you're really holding it for dear life here. Come in with the head a little bit. Yep. Relax the shoulders. Drive this arm down and long. This is what you can expect from a private session in person with me. Undevelop that leg. Toe ball, heel back down. Prayer. Thank God. Thank God we're back on 2. Say up. Thank God we're back on 2 legs. I will keep my classes here indefinitely. And if I'm talking, educating, zip in, slide ribs, down the hips. Feel the difference?
Yep.
Now breathe. Inhale. And the longer you stay here, your glutes are working, your hip flexors are shutting off, your inner thighs are working. She's got extensor straps. If she wasn't working her glutes, these legs would fly up into tabletop.
Yep.
We're about to do a tabletop position in a moment. Take a nice big inhale. She's breathing, she's working. And my clients will stay there forever. New people will want to roll down, but you can get strong just from isometric hold right there. Now take a nice inhale. Exhale and roll back down, reach articulation. I saw Laura do the sub. I was like, I haven't taught bar in so long, but I was like, if I could revisit my brain and do it. It's at 5:30 on a Friday though. Switch down. I have to revisit how to teach bar in my brain. I know the first arm sculpt stuff at the beginning, the marching plays and all that stuff, but I'd have to revisit the bar.
Yeah.
Legs, unless you change it to Pilates. Legs into tabletop.
Well, that's an option.
Pilates bar fusion, 5:30 on a Friday.
I know, that's what we don't
Come
wanna
see
do.
me, maybe. Hands behind the head. We're going to oblique twist. We're going to twist to the right knee as we extend the left leg. This has got tension. You use that glute. Really elongate that knee. You're going to also get knee strengthening. Because when you tie a band or a strap or tension around the knee, every time you fully extend your knee, you're working your vastus medialis. That is the muscle that usually is weakest. That's why people have a lot of knee pain. So fully extend that knee, relax those shoulders back and down, zipping up. Try to come more across diagonally. Good. Straighten that knee. Yes. Now I work on those, they're called quad sets. I work on those even at night when I'm lying in bed. Just at the end of the night, I fully extend my kneecaps, just relaxing, and then boom, I'm working at the knee level. Good. Bring that leg a little bit more parallel. We're going to do one more. And we're going to do an exercise, I think, a little breaststroke or double knee stretch. Double knee stretch. I think it's double knee stretch. I don't remember. I'd have to look at the video. Stay right here. Okay. Stay up in deep flexion. Okay. The arms are going to reach over your head like you're taking off a towel hat, and your legs are going to extend in the opposite direction. So inhale, reach. And exhale, circle your arms around and like almost like you're going to hug the knee and deepen flexion right here. Inhale and exhale as we circle around. Come up towards deepening flexion. That's how I call it, deepening flexion. Good. We do it again. Inhale and exhale. Oh, don't lose the neck. Do you see that, guys? So don't lose the neck on that. Keep flexion. I know we want to watch the arms we were taught to look before we cross the street.
Yeah.
Deepen flexion. Do you feel how much work you have to do to deepen flexion against the weight of your own arms? Can we weight train? You are lifting the weight of your own arms. I mean, maybe 8 pounds each side. That's 16 going overhead against the
Yeah,
floor.
because I'm so jacked.
No, my arms would probably be, I tried to weigh some dumbbells over there and it like wouldn't register the dumbbells. I'm like, shit, I've been lifting 0! But they weigh, I can feel them. They weigh something. I thought there were 7. Rest. Hug the right knee into the chest, straighten the left leg down. You will feel the deepening of flexion, the isometric contraction, way more than lowering and lifting. People think they have to crunch. Okay. Perfect. We usually do this 30 to 90 seconds. Ain't nobody got time for that in here, so we do it. We do it a couple times to the sides. I do this stretch every day. There are 4 stretches. We won't go through them now, but I can always send you guys the video of the guy who I love, who does the dry needling, but he's out, I think, in California. He recommends 4 stretches a day. Doorway stretch, piriformis stretch, something here, and hamstring. Okay, goes with that. Release. We'll take the straps off. And we're going to hold on to that strap. You're going to head this way. Then we're going to put your top foot in the strap. Like this or all the way in?
Some people have joined.
Okay. Just like that. Okay, so fingertips right in front of, this is the little bow tie that when you're on your back, I say don't come past your bow tie with your legs. But here we're using a light fingertip to touch. We're pulling bottom ribs off the mat. Pull up. Do you feel a difference? Pilates 101. You just keep this little space underneath. That's how you create that hourglass waistline, okay? Soften this. Good. And then we're just going to correct shoulder down. Good. And head lifted. Do. And then rotate your head towards. Look right straight at the pedal right there. Okay. So front leg, flex the foot. Flex up. Front leg, bring the leg in front. Toe this foot in. And that just means internally rotate the leg. Exhale. Going to next step. See, it's going up. So keep it neutral to the hip. Inhale. Exhale, extend. Good. There has to be a little bit of internal rotation. If it starts to externally rotate on the back. If that's what I'm asking for. I could let her externally rotate on the back. Flex this foot in the front, point it in the back. Extend. Yep, and then you'll feel that kneecap connection. Inhale. Try to inhale, exhale, and relax all that chest and shoulder. Good. Nice. Keep that leg internally rotated. Good. 2. 1. Awesome. I'm going to give Jalen a pretty intense transition. Hopefully that will stay. I'm going to have you bend both knees, try to keep the strap, and I'm going to have you come up to your bottom knee and push up onto the arm. Yep. This is going to be a really challenging one. You might not even look it, but we're going to turn your palm to face, your fingertips to face the wall. And this knee can come a little bit more in to give you a little bit of a all fours feel, but on 2.
Crop out the setup and just get me in the pose.
Hands out by your side. No, this is live, girl.
Because that was awkward.
No, you're fine. I prepped it. That was a hard transition. I could take the strap off.
I could
have
have
been
been
much better. Flex down and up. So we could bring the leg down and exhale up. Good.
Woo.
Yeah, you're gonna, this one, girl, gonna be intense.
This is really good because of my hip weakness.
I know. And by the way, I could have been nicer. Some of the Pilates people, Carol, you're like, why did she make her go up with the strap on? You could have
Because she's mean.
I could have.
Because we're friends and she could be mean.
Yep. And then if we want to, it's going to be intense. We're going to stay here and we're going to go backwards, backwards, circle. This position in itself is an advanced Pilates mat. That's where, go back, up, back towards the mirrors, and around. Lift the leg. Up, back, and around. Just make tiny little circles towards the back. That's forward. Up. Ready? Up, back, and around. Good. I just say we live in a forward world, so I always do backwards, backwards circles. As soon as we do, everybody touches their thigh, their back of the thigh, butt area where your pocket is. This is intense. We'll think about this. We'll think about this. Keep that head nice and long. Revisit all underneath the rib cage. But she's just doing her best to stay in this position. Again, I wouldn't do this with a beginner at all. Last one, hands down by your sides. I'm not a big fan of putting your hand on your waist because you're ending up resting. That's where you rest. Lower that leg, lower the hip, bend the knee, take that off. That intense.
Oh, yeah.
Now, do you want your butt on live Instagram?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so there it is.
I'm wearing pants, so
It's coming on my main feed, though.
yeah, what if I was
I'm
wearing,
excited. We said we were going to do these live.
if I was wearing like spandex shorts, I would feel differently, but I'm wearing a jogger, so like whatever.
Yeah. So this is front leg, back leg kick, which is from the intermediate, possibly Cadillac. Okay. Flex the foot, keep the leg down. Remember, this is pulling her up the whole time. These springs are pulling her up. So she's doing inner thigh work to keep that leg neutral to the hip. Good. Flex the foot. Ellie is like, what is going on here, Mom? Flex the foot. Flex. Good. Make sure, like, spread out those toes. Let's stretch, because if you flex here, that's point.
I thought it was point forward.
No, flex in the front, point in the back. If we wanted to reverse it, we could, but the flex is going to get the calf, get into the hamstring, and stretch it forward. So for some reason, her food didn't come yesterday. We ordered it from Polka Dot Bakery. So I'm like, what can I feed her? So I made her raw egg. I can't even believe it. 2 raw eggs, chicken, vegetables, and like a little bit of her kibble. Oh my God, she loved it. She's been so happy ever since. Now we're doing your release and push up to your all fours. So your side all fours. You ready?
Yep.
Come back. And then you could drop that leg however you feel you need. Transition into, this is side planking. Good. This could go a little bit, that's definitely going to turn. This, right there. And then we could play around with that. This is the first time I've given this to her. I can't even tell you how much tension comes through on the springs on this. Good. And we feel like we rotate this all back. Good. Arm long by your side. Do you know that if you just pull this arm close to the body and straighten the elbow, you're working the drawdown, the lats, the teres, and also the tricep when you fully extend your elbow. Rotate this hip back a little bit, it's a little tight. This is going to be a hip opener as well.
Yep.
Right? Good. You're going to be like, what the heck do you have on your head? Bring the leg a little bit forward. Oop, there. Great. 2 more, then we do our backwards, backwards circle. Get it up. Sorry. I have to lift the leg. It's tired, huh?
Yeah.
Triceps, lats, teres. What else? Adducts. Shoulders, there's, sorry, adducts, not abducts. AD, but there's some deep ones. I don't know if the bicep does. 2 more. Last one. Then lower back down. Lower back down. Oh, slide it in. Anyone who is watching, if there's anyone, would also adducts the arm down. Okay. Let's come off. We're going to open. So what we do with this, let's just fold it up, slide it in, because we need to kneel and stand on the machine, and I just don't want any sliding for safety. Okay. Oh, I should add my mic on. Well, maybe we'll do it. Okay, so listen. Here's what we're going to do.
Hi. What's up, doggy? For those who can't see,
So
there's a
for
doggy
those
right
of
here.
you who didn't go to the HealthWorks course, no, that's pretty good for her to let
She
you
didn't like
touch.
me.
No, she does. She's just nervous. But don't go towards her head. But I can't even believe you see. And she's like, sorry, I ran away. I'm
Hi,
afraid.
sweet girl.
Okay, so we're doing a one-legged kneel.
Cool.
We're going to be doing a lot of one-legged kneels. For those of you who did not go to the Perform Better hosted by HealthWorks shoulder injury course, go watch it. I think there's the playback. It's fantastic.
You're crushing it on the HealthWorks promo today.
Bring that, right? Okay, bend this in. But I'm actually like dead serious. It was an hour seminar. It was fantastic. It was about shoulder injury. There's no longer this idea that you have to do your rotator cuff separately. You get into the kneeling positions. You do contralateral work. So we're going to take this. We're going to go a little bit of the left, a little bit of the right. We're going to alternate. No, it's fine. That is actually an instructor thing, because if your left is my right.
Right.
Pull your heel in to meet the butt a little bit more. What you're stabilizing with, glute med, inner thigh, stretching the hip flexor, left side, squeezing the glutes, right side, and squeezing the glutes. Can you feel that? This is how you rehab shoulder injuries without any popping or pain. Sipping. Good. It's amazing. And I never used to do this. This is Blue Spring from behind, attached to 2 foam handles. Switch legs, you're going to do the same exercise. You're going to do 4 in the center. Do you see the work you're doing here though?
Yeah.
It's literally like doing isometric lunges. So if you got knee issues and you can put pressure on your knee, obviously if you have a kneecap injury and you can't put pressure on your knee, you have to hover off the ground. But here, simulates knee. Then we're going 4 each. I love more breathing, slower movement. Good. So the podcast with, I'm blanking on, she wants to set me up with him. Who is
Andrew Huberman.
Andrew Huberman. He was just here. He's not going to be interested in me, but anyway.
Yes, he is,
They
everybody.
talk all about respiration. The way
Make
you
this
burn
video
calories
viral.
is get the CO2 out of your body. That is from breathing. You can burn calories just from breathing. You can use your core and strengthen your core just from breathing. This is the last one on each side. But breathing. If you're moving fast, you're not getting your breath with your movement. Good. Okay? Now from here, we're releasing that. Grab the TRX, spin yourself around, and we're going to do some stand on top of the carriage and then turn yourself around and step through the TRX. This one will be in your right hand behind you. This one will be your left hand behind you. You're going to hold actually the real handles now, the real Slim Shady. Take one leg forward, one leg back. We'll go in here. Okay? You're going to go straight arms, and then you're going to lower yourself into a chest press. Bring one leg forward, one leg back. You can walk yourself up just a tiny bit. Good. Okay? Put all your weight on your front leg back behind you, and then you're just going to push yourself back to neutral. Good. Take your arms up, turn your both feet back. You can. We can make them longer. I just don't like you being so close down to the carriage.
Yeah. This is.
By the way, the leg forward is a modification. So if you can't stabilize on 2 feet, you would put a leg frontal. You can also step the leg front, push it back. Do you want to show some of those?
TRX stuff.
Yeah. So it's do for me, your right foot's a little shifted inward, bring your right leg a little bit wider. Can you step out on that move there? Just show them like what it looks like if you alternate stepping forward. So step forward now as you fall into it, and then come back to center and use your core. Yeah. Let's do a couple of these, give you some ideas. Good. Relax the shoulders, lift the chin. That's it. Down and up. One more.
Kind of like it like this.
I do too, but you shift your right foot more mid-line. So that's what I would watch for. That's why you come to me, because I would make her walk over the right. And if it didn't improve, I would put a dumbbell there so she couldn't step in there. That's perfect. Now we can let go of those. We will do that with the springs next time. I chose to do it with the TRX because she's more comfortable with the TRX, but next time we'll add springs to that. Perfect. So you ready to do your big seated squats?
Maybe.
So the leg goes into that.
Yep.
And then and we walk all the way back to the end. So you're gonna face the tower, face it, turn around, face it. Yep, right leg goes in this one, all the way to above the knee. Left leg goes
Above the knee or all the way up like a. Oh no, it doesn't go all the way there.
it'll go above, yeah. Now walk back.
Oh baby.
Now keep walking back until you feel like you're challenged with your balance.
Yep.
All right there. And then we're gonna squat into that chair. Now, it's a typical group exercise squat. The body hinges over. You get to use this for your balance. So think about sitting straight back. Don't even reach your arms up. You can reach them forward. Stay right here. Now stay in that squat. Now press your hips back. Keep going down. Keep your chest lifted. Think about sliding down a wall. You'll be fine. Once she gets the idea that she can use her hamstrings to stabilize against the straps,
It's
and you
scary,
won't fall off.
people.
I know. Stand all the way up and squeeze it. Come all the way up. People end up not fully extending their hips, so we want to really fully extend the hips. Once you get this, keep driving back, more. She's now getting it. This is gonna hold you enough that you can work your hamstrings. Yeah. And no one ever feels their hamstrings, or in my opinion, the glutes on a squat.
No.
Quads, but this is why. Keep going. Go back more. See? Now, you watch that lateral rotation, a little more parallel for me.
my
Inner
quads
thigh.
are burning up.
Yeah, keep going. We're almost there. By the way, every time she straightens her knee, she gets that vastus medialis with the extensor straps. Once I get that sweet spot, you're really getting the sweet spot now. Do you see what I'm saying? Wrap it around to the back to use your glutes and your hamstrings to stabilize and pull this tension. Let's do just 3 more. Down. More, chest up. Yes! I have these on my YouTube.
Scary.
I know. But once you know you're not going to fall,
I know I'm not gonna fall, but
you're
still.
good. Up, zipping, core. Once I get people doing these, it's their favorite squat.
Yeah, it's definitely a good squat. I like it better than any other squat. It doesn't hurt my
Doesn't
back.
hurt your back. Because there's no butt winking. You don't need to butt wink. Yeah, I mean,
I always
really.
thought that term
Well,
was
with
so
the butt
funny.
wink, I just watched on, account I don't love to talk about, but Move You, there was they talk about the butt winking and crushing discs and like
Well,
herniated discs.
That's
and
why we're
bulging
here and
discs.
we're not under the
Slide these out.
barbell, right?
Slide it out. Right.
Because our backs are broken.
Great. Flat back to pick everything up. Doesn't matter what it is. Lighter.
Whoa.
Don't move. Don't move. Hold on. Don't ever. That was a really good. Carol, I'm sorry.
Don't try this at home.
I opened up the carriage while she's standing on it. That is like Pilates
101.
no. Carefully get off. Good. Great. We're gonna go feet in the straps. Now. So I tested out. My idea was to put you on the other one. You're gonna test these out for me because my straps are not even on my left machine, and no one told me. And I got in here. Yeah, I got in here and felt like these were not even. So you have to put your feet in these. I need these to feel so even and the same length for what I'm gonna really talk about and work on with you. One and then the other foot goes in the strap, but that's also a way you could do it. All right, so press your hips down, stay right there. Okay,
They seem even.
head a little bit this way. Now press down into the straps. Keep going.
Oh.
Keep going. Good. So here's the thing. I want you to push. This is a new cue from my own workout. I want you to push. Wait, that's lift. No lift.
Oh.
I want you to push your legs. You sure they feel even?
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to push your legs so deep into the strap. Really push. That's what I want you to focus on all the feet and strap variations.
Okay.
Now, I had a lot of swinging, instability when we got back issues. Relax the shoulders. Good. So I struggled with this. I was all over the place. Let's lengthen this and then drive through those legs again. Now, we're just going to lift and lower. Okay. You can see the feet a little uneven. Same with me. Try and make them look even for now. And try to push into the
Do it
strap.
for the video.
And forever for your life. But listen, the cue of really pressing into the straps, I was not saying. I started doing restorative work at night by myself. I'm going to film it eventually. A little bit to this. You should feel everything in your leg. You should feel connected to that core.
I feel my glute more.
Yeah, I know. We're going to get the breathing now. Exhale. So I'm also going to film the exhalation because they sound crazy.
Maybe this side's a little shorter.
Now that we're, and it's annoying, right?
It's not enough to annoy me.
Okay, good. I'm going to test them out after you. Really press. Now, whether or not we are hyped up in some muscles that create this feeling of one leg's longer than the other, that could be. So it could be tight muscles that are doing
Right.
it. But while we're trying to loosen that, I want the straps to feel exact.
Woo, my glutes.
I know. Guys, press your feet into the straps is a huge cue. Now see here. I'm going to give her something very small in the middle. Push your legs a little bit. We don't want the legs to ever come past this bow tie. Remember I mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna laterally rotate and bend the knees toward, don't let your knees go towards you. Think about sinking your heels to your buttocks. You're gonna be using your hamstrings, but opening the knees wide. I'm actually standing like it.
Oh.
Stay right there. Good. Now, these are just mini frogs. They're not the full frog. Then open the legs out wide to the sides to straddle to stretch out the adductors. Good. Now come back in, heel.
Ooh.
So my clients, I'm going to clip this for you, straighten the legs to the ceiling because this is really important. We're going to be doing this one. Now press the legs down. Now as minimal moving of the carriage in the middle as possible. I was so excited about this. I'm like, I'm going to film every night, and then I didn't. But I did these on Friday night. Yep, lonely Friday night Pilates. Bend the knees. Good. Lengthen back up. I know. Oh yeah, open, sorry. You're right. She knows what she's doing. And then draw back in. I'm going to mess up the audio. I want to make sure. Good. Listen, we're doing 2 more because while you're doing this, you're saying to yourself, hopefully, I was like, whoop, straight, push it back in, push it, press it back out. That's the reverse. We're about to do that. So we lift it first. Inhale, lift, not past your bow tie. Exhale, bend the knees without moving the carrot. Do you feel that hamstring work?
Yeah.
My brain was saying, oh, I'm going to get so lean from this. I'm going to get so flexible from this. We are hitting muscles that don't get work when we're just using our body in those like general classes, right? When we run. These are all the supporting muscles.
Which I've been doing a lot of running with Miss Ivy.
I know. You've got one more and then we got to do it backwards. Now, I've never done just a piece of exercise. I'm hoping that people will be able to hear me better if I have my earbuds in.
Yeah.
But I also have a new microphone. But I don't want to risk plugging that in and losing the
Okay,
audio.
now we're reversing it.
Now we're reversing. So take your legs down on a diagonal. A little lower. Doing the press into the, you can feel your whole body, right? When I was done with this workout, I was like, holy shit. And I didn't even do a ton of repertoire.
Yeah.
Inhale, bend the knees in. Exhale, press it back out. I lied.
I was gonna say that.
Inhale, open your legs out wide to the sides. Good. Bend the knees in the middle. Good. Open the legs out wide to the sides. Open them back up. Oh, bend the knees. Open them back out to the straddle.
Oh.
Yeah. And then just circle.
Ooh.
Whoosh, you gotta feel her inner thigh.
Okay.
Do
so
it
it's
again.
out.
Inhale, open. Exhale, bend. Thank you. Inhale, open again. Don't let that carriage recoil there. We're only going to do 4 of these, but I'm telling you, she's getting all the underutilized muscles, the underneath muscles, the deeper muscles. Open. Oh, more open, more adductor. Good. Bend. And if I want to, I can lengthen this time. So close the heels, close the heels. I'll just lengthen her up. Turn out. Go back to bend. And then open. And the thing is, for those of you who've been working with me, we get a little stuck in leg circles and short spine, and that is like little pieces of a frog. So good for you. You can take your feet. Oh, you can do your short spine. Close your legs. Close your legs, squeeze your thighs. And press your legs out on a diagonal. I mean, that's like a ton of work, right?
Yeah.
Holy cow. All right, inhale, hinge. Exhale, roll your legs right over the face. Straight legs, straight legs. Good. Heels together, toes apart, bend the knees over the eyes. And then roll the spine down. You can have your knees a little open on that. Give some room to your hips. Good. And then push. And I love that new feeling of I'm pushing into the straps
You
so
can see
much
that.
more deeply. When I start working out, my clients really benefit. Oops, straight legs. This is all straight legs. Because I feel things that I don't even know how to describe. And I'm like lying there at like 11:30 at night on the reformer thinking, how am I going to translate that? Well, I can film it and show it. Well, this is what we're doing today. I will film. Draw your chin in. Good. Head down. Yeah. Legs straight. And the knees right over the eyes. Pull down. Okay. We're done there. Now we got to get up in the real world. And there's song. In the real world. Real world. Come on. Real world.
I don't know that one.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. sit in mermaid facing this direction. That's bent knee, internally rotated. Your foot should be here. And externally rotated the other way. Yep. I know everybody.
What is internal, what is extra? I don't know.
I know, but everybody does it, no matter what. So here's the thing. We're gonna do a mermaid position, oblique twist. But here, we're gonna twist both ways. And we only usually twist one where the tension's going. So we're gonna twist. She's pulling tension. Now, as you spiral and sit way up tall, I want you to twist to the other way where there is no tension. It should be really freaking hard.
Yep.
Reach those arms. Remember the tricep work is the reaching. Guys, if you're in your classes doing bicep twists, you're really not using the core and the tricep, the connection to that tricep and the reach. Tricep will always try to straighten your elbow. Bicep will bend your elbow. You choose. You're going to be picking things up, so up in here, you're going to be picking things up for the rest of the day. I'm just like, why is this so saggy? Use your tricep. Straighten your elbow. So then we do some work here. Can you feel that?
Oh, I'm so tight in that.
I know, me too. Don't worry, we're going to get it looser. That's normal. We got two more. With the twist full. A lot of times we only twist where the tension is. We stop working when the tension's gone. Let your body go with it this time again. Just let it settle. Good. Don't lean back from that twist. I don't want you to twist any more than you need to lean back. So go a little bit more forward. Now release it, release it, release it, and twist it. Stay here. And then watch, I'm not letting her lean back. This hand's gonna be hard. She might not rotate as much, but I don't care. Now you can let go of the strap. Grab the shoulder rest, both of them, right and left. Hold right, hold left, and then just gently encourage you with a pull. As soon as you have a pull, it's a little easier, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy to lift the arm that high and rotate with no tension, right? Okay, kneeling on the carriage. We're gonna show a backhand because this is gonna give you
I like this.
amazing arm. Yeah, good. This is gonna give you amazing arm. Most comprehensive shoulder exercise there is on the reformer, in my opinion. Okay, so we pull the elbow up, and I tell people, you hit your perpetrator in the jugular, boom, then in the face. This is a release. I don't know what would it be called? Relax the shoulders. This is why Pilates instructors are tired, because we talk literally the whole time. So shove it out, right? Draw back in. But draw this down. This is a what was Nick saying? He does self-defense. Self-defense. Jugular,
Yeah.
and then punch in the face.
You
That
guys
is how
should
I
collab.
like my backhand.
You guys should collab.
I know. Pilates for
You can have him stand
protection,
behind you and be like,
for core strength.
ow!
Yeah.
Ow!
All right, Pilates for. Are we doing another time?
I don't know.
Alexa, we're doing great. 51. And you're already in the standing. So all we have is this, the twist on the other side, and then some splits. Splits and plank. Thigh stretch and go. She has a hard stop, so do I have a plank coming in.
And I'm hungry.
Me too. Me too. Okay.
Good.
2 more. Pull up. 8 of these. And then breathe. Because every time you breathe, you're going to get that rib kick. Look at cinch. That's what does it. Breathing. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, breathe out through the mouth. Good. Awesome. Backhand is where it's at. Okay? It's like a tennis swing. A little more structured tennis swing, right? So then she went to internal rotation and external rotation, no problem on this side. Boom. Good thing my next one doesn't use the heat, so then I can put her right there and then use this as a
Why does it
reformer.
choose
Some people don't like the heat, it's true, especially in the summer.
I would love to work out in the sauna all the time.
Listen, we could try your Pilates work in my sauna blanket. No, we get like,
And I'd be wearing a blanket?
yeah, in the sauna blanket, like core exercises and breathing. Oh my gosh, bring this a little bit more out. If my tub was cleaner, I would literally put people in the heat, then a tub plunge, boom, then you're done.
You need to buy a full punch, put it right
I
in
need a
place.
studio, like a real studio. Looking for investors. But I don't actually want to be there. Keep rotating, rotating. You're stronger on this side, can you tell?
Yeah.
She doesn't have as much. And I feel like when I twist to the side, that's tough. I rotate, I lift, and I think of spiraling and lifting. not sinking as we would when we feel tight. Good. Nice there. I'm going to take this. That side was easier. That's the teaching side. You have your own teacher built into your own body. So your good side says, this is what it feels like. These are the muscles I want to recruit. Go up onto your knees. You just need to CPR. Look, listen, and feel to your own body. I know. Pull up.
breathing.
Pull up. All the way up. Now, this is a weaker for her, but because you turn a direction doesn't mean it's your whole stronger side. This is weaker than the other side, right? That makes sense. You're
Yeah,
ready?
sorry.
Are you ready? Or
Yeah, we're ready.
Ellie's dreaming about the next time she has raw eggs and chicken, which is for lunch because her food still hasn't come.
It's not very great. Hungry.
You want raw eggs
Nope.
and chicken? I go up, seriously, I'm not giving your dog raw eggs. Trust me, she loves it. She's so happy now. Who knew? It's good for their coat.
Yes, I give her egg yolks. Like if I make hard boiled eggs,
Yeah.
she eats the
I
egg.
gave her the whole egg.
Oh no, it's good.
And supposedly the shell.
I don't do
The
that.
shell is supposed to be really good for their skin.
Here.
Yeah. Dogs that weird. Good. Arm down by your side. I'm going to encourage that she don't do this, that she doesn't do this,
Yeah.
because this
That was
is
it.
the universal sign for I'm just chilling out.
Yes.
We put our hands on our hips when we're tired and we're not connected, so that's why I always do that. Perfect. So now we're going to do some reverse lunge splits that will turn you into your balance.
No.
So,
Yes.
it's fine, just gonna be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, hop off. I'm gonna give her a viper on this one. How do you feel so far?
I'm tired. My body's feeling super.
I worked out with my own class last night. I was like so fatigued. I
I was saying
the
my
crap out
body
of
needs
myself.
a rest day for sure.
This, and it's crazy because this is rest but work. It's not.
Right.
It's not aggressive.
Right. It's not like I'm going on a run or like.
But everything we do is mind and body challenge. So come on top of here. We're gonna hold the viper right and left. Once you get secure, put that leg and then this right leg I just picked because you're already standing there. Put your other right leg here. Good. Nice. Hold up like we're in a kickboxing class, right? So go down into that lunge. Let's keep this leg straight. Stay right there. Take this arm and bazooka it towards the wall. Straighten it. Just straighten it across. And you might even rest the viper on your shoulder. That's okay. You can or you don't have to. It's up to you. Whatever feels more comfortable. This is my favorite move with the viper. We got to tag all these companies. Higher dose viper. What's the cold plunge? Sweat House is the cold plunge. Hang on, like Sweat House is the cold plunge. HealthWorks we've talked about. Cambridge has an infrared heated mind body studio. Don't walk, run.
Run.
I'm serious because you can burn more calories, get more blood flow. The infrared heat goes down to penetrate to the bone. Stop yourself from losing bone. Then keeping your bone density so important.
That's 8.
Control the carriage when you come in, no banging, but that's what my infrared heat does here, or your sauna blanket. Switch sides. The thing is, it pins you into the tension, and it makes your body stretch and strengthen at the same time. We missed the bazooka in the lunge position.
Oh.
Lunge,
Was
bazooka.
I doing that wrong?
No, you did it right on the other side. Oh. Control, just gotta learn to control what it feels like on this side of the carriage. Slowly draw that carriage in. Usually takes one time of like slamming the carriage. And then our Pilates joke is, ha ha ha, control the carriage. But everybody already knows, we've all laughed already. I'm gonna move this foot just a bare inch to the right. Good. 1, 2, and lift the chin. If you didn't have a reformer, like no big deal, you could use a Bosu. If you put your back leg on a Bosu, you would feel a very pinned in feel to your front right leg. So, and if you want to do blue side or black side, it would work too. Right. So now we'll do a true thigh stretch. So So go ahead and pull your foot bar up carefully here. Stand on the floor. Left foot on the floor there. A little more forward. Soften the elbows. Put the thumbs on the same side as the wrist. Soften the elbows and press that leg out. And just let it drop the knee. Good. And just get that stretch. Breathe. I did this at the end of my workout, and I'm going to deepen it by taking inhale, exhale, take your whole arm down, forearm down to the mat. Take a breather there. Inhale and exhale.
There was one live person on this. Like, no one watches my shit.
But now we'll have this
It's
video.
not funny. I know. It'll go on the main feed, but still at the same time. Ah, live, no one. I waved at everybody.
I think people logged on and logged off. I mean, they're all at work right now. They're like, okay, I ain't got time for a Pilates class at 11 o'clock. Yep, that's when I teach, guys. I don't do early mornings. I try not to do evenings.
When you work at the gym.
Take it when you're ready, forearms down. Good. Breathe, 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 breathe. Draw back in. Good. Do you want to just do a quick mermaid with rotation? So just sit down in mermaid again, facing the camera. And we're going to side bend and then side bend away. So get centered on the carriage. Really important to center yourself. Also feel for hip, driving this hip down this way. Yeah. Now side bend over, press the carriage out. Good. And then inhale, lift, and we side bend and stretch away. So we go up, and then side bend, stretch away. Person. So funny. Okay, now, can you come up just onto the knees as you do it? Stay in the same position. Just come up to, but no. As you go, you're going to be sitting. Good. I don't have a good demo space for her. Stay right here. Bring that knee forward. Transition up as you go. Thumb on the same side as the finger. Really important. Yeah. Do you feel that's going to elongate everything?
Yeah.
Yep. And then return out of it. Good. Want to do one more just so you know it.
Same thing.
Yep. Some mermaid low. Some mermaid high. Good. Let your body go. Let the shoulder down. Good. Right shoulder down. Away from the ear. Yeah! Did you guys see that? The no one. Switch sides. So we do side bend, side bend. Release. Why should have punched in the face? Spiritual topic. Of the side bend. Helps with skin glow for sure, because it brings blood to the surface. Good. Oh, that looks so good. I love the elevated mermaid. Not traditionally taught. Did you do 2 of the elevated?
No.
Or do you need one more? One more and then we're done, guys. And that's it.
Did it.
Have a good day. 12:01. Go pee. I got to put it right on because if you don't, I know. And are you sure you want to end your live video?